Hi, if you're new to this channel, my name is Kelly Barkhurst from Designer to Fullstack. And if you are a graphic designer or developer, or someone who is interested in technology and the intersection, maybe you're in marketing or sales, then this channel might be good for you. So I started as a graphic designer and am now a full stack designer. So a designer who can code and is skilled in many of the skills that are over here on the full stack developer side as well. So today we're working on search engine optimization, which overlaps both full stack developer skills and full stack designer skills, as that overlaps on web design and UI design or front end development. So if that looks interesting to you, then please subscribe and stay tuned, because we're going to be looking at nesting schema and using IDs on your JSON-LD schema. All right, so let's get into it.
All right, so as we're looking at schema, I wanted to point out an example of when you're using the validator on schema.org, how you know if everything is nested correctly. So the goal is that everything is within one of these cards, and it will typically be web page, or if you have a specific type of web page, like a contact page or a profile page, it will all be wrapped there. So when you see multiple, and if your goal is to nest them all with IDs, then you know that something isn't nested correctly. So I'm going to go to the creative work, and when I click on it, it highlights on the left side. And what I can see is that it is linked to WebPage, right, is part of, let me show you here. So it's showing here being linked to ContactPage. So these are two different IDs for the same page. So when I say is part of, and I turn it into web page, and now I refresh across, I now have one card that's shown here, right? One object full of nested objects. And you can see that the is part of is now nested up into this web page, right? Rather than being its own, because it was looking for a contact page. So remember, these hashtags, right, we use them a lot of different ways in web design. When they're links, right, it's an anchor based on an ID on some kind of element on your page, and it takes you to that area of your web page. When it's in social media, right, it is keywords and tags and are typically linked to all the results that are using that same hashtag. When we're using it in the Schema LD for the specific schema.org and search, we're using it in this ID area. It is not a URL, even though often you can present it as a URL. It is really a linking identifier that allows everything to nest. So what I do is I try to use the exact same term of what I'm using. In this page, I decided not to be specific to contact page or profile page, but just to use the general web page for all of them. And I assume that that's okay. Here, I'm seeing that I didn't ID this the way that I would want either. So it is saying form, but I would probably want to, well, it's probably okay because it is a form, but I might want to do WebPageElement, but I could have more than one WebPageElement, so form is probably good here. All right, so I hope that helps, that as you are troubleshooting your schema, that this linking ID is the key to having one big nested object when you are reviewing your content versus having multiple objects.
All right, so if you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe, hit the bell. And next up, this is the video I think you will love based on the nesting JSON-LD video you just watched.